All right, guys, giving suggestion in present simple, All right, so we give suggestion in present simple by using imperative with infinitive, you know, by using imperative with infinitive. So when we are talking about imperative, I know most of you guys know what is imperative. Okay, now let's talk about sentence. A sentence we have subject, verb, object. This make a sentence. But when we are talking about imperative start with a verb and an object. So any, it starts. So like example, you gotta say, bring your passport. You gotta see this one here start with a verb. Bring your passport. So bring your passport is imperative. There is no subject here. There is a verb, there is an object, but there is no subject here. So this is imperative. So any phrase, a clause that doesn't have a subject is imperative. Mostly start with a verb is imperative. Bring your passport. So bring your passport is like a what? Demands or command. You command someone. But you gotta understand that most imperative, they are not polite. So when you're using imperative, you gotta be careful because most imperative, they are not polite. Like somebody can say, get out of here, get out of here. So like it start with a verb, get out of here. Okay, bring me that book, bring me that book. So the verb there brings. Sometimes it doesn't sound polite. So you gotta understand that. Okay, imperative. Okay, let's talk about this one. Okay, pack your suitcase. Pack your suitcase is an instruction. You give instructions to someone. Pack your suitcase. It doesn't sound polite, man. So it started with a verb, pack. This is imperative. So you gotta know the difference between imperative and sentence. Subject. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's go to the next one here. Come and see the new office when you are in town. So come and see the new office when you are in town. So you gotta say this one started with a what? With a verb, come. So the verb there is come. So it started with a verb. So because it started with a verb, it's imperative. Come and see the new office when you're in town. So it's an offer or invitation. So give you an offer, give you an invitation using imperative. All right. So don't use imperative to waiters, receptionists, shop assistants. Don't use imperative on them. If you want to use imperative on them, make sure you have to be polite. Like example, if I say, bring your passport, it's a command. But if I want to make it politely, please bring your passport. So you gotta be careful. I use imperative. You have to try to be polite when you use imperative. So etc. If you want to sound polite, you gotta have something there so you can sound polite. All right, guys. Okay, guys. Let's talk about infinitive. When we are talking about infinitive, these are verbs. These are verbs. When we add to on it, the verb will change to a noun, adjective, or adverbs. You gotta know this one, that any verb that we add the to with, it will change to a noun, a verb, or adverb. So that's we call infinitive. So all verbs with to is an infinitive. So verbs in this form, you add the to, infinitive. All right. Okay, I have a lot of infinitive, like to bring. To bring is an infinitive. To bring, the verb with a to, to bring. To pack, to pack, to go. We use infinitive every day, guys. Every day we use infinitive. A lot of to be. These are all infinitive. Goes with to. All right. So without to, when the subject is you. Without to, when the subject is you, we use don't. Exception. Okay. All right. Don't be late for the meeting. Don't be late for the meeting. Don't be late for the meeting. Don't be is infinitive. So don't be late for the meeting. So you gotta know, you have to try to know the difference between infinitive and imperative. All right. Okay. Without to, when the subject is we, we use less or not. Okay, without to, when the subject is we use less or not. Example here, let's talk about their proposal. Let's talk about their proposal. Let's talk about their proposal. So let's talk about a proposal. This is infinitive. Let's talk, infinitive. Okay, all right, let's go. Let's not do it so soon. Let's not do it so soon. Let's not do it so soon. These are infinitive. All right, guys, okay, guys, now let's use imperative with infinitive, in suggestion form. So don't forget to show your passport. Don't forget it's imperative. To show infinitive. So this helps us to give us a suggestion. Don't forget to show your passport. All right, don't forget to show your passport. So imperative and infinitive. All right, let's go to the next one here. Try to enjoy the flight. Try to enjoy the flight. Try is a imperative. To enjoy, infinitive. So try to enjoy the flight. These are all suggestions. All right, let's go to the next one here. Okay, try to be nervous. Try to be nervous. So try to be nervous. Try, imperative. To be, infinitive. Try to be nervous. Try to be nervous. Okay, try to be nervous. It's a suggestion, right? All right, okay, let's go. Now let's listen to A, what A is saying here. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what to do at the airport. I don't know what to do at the airport. I don't know what to do at the airport. I don't know what to do there. No, I don't know what to do at the airport. Okay, now B is saying this. Show your ticket. Imperative. Okay, show your ticket. Show your ticket. Imperative. Okay, so B is also saying be sure to show your ticket. Now you see we add the words. Be sure is imperative. To show is infinitive. Be sure to show your ticket. So imperative, infinitive together we give suggestion. In present simple, we still focus on present simple. Okay, so be sure to show your passport. Be sure to show your passport. All right, okay, all right, so be sure, imperative. To show, infinitive. All right, so you gotta know this one. Give you suggestion in present simple. Okay, be sure to arrive 1 hour before your flight. So be sure to arrive 1 hour before your flight. So be sure to arrive 1 hour before your flight. So be sure, imperative. To arrive, infinitive. In present simple. So be sure to arrive 1 hour before your flight. Still dealing with present simple. All right, okay, be sure not to arrive at the airport late. So be sure not to arrive at the airport late. Be sure not to arrive at the airport late. So you gotta see here we use the negative not in front of the infinitive. Be sure not to arrive. Not to arrive in front of the infinitive, not after the infinitive, in front of the infinitive. All right, okay, let's go. Remember to keep liquid in your bag. Remember to keep liquid in your big suitcase. So remember, okay guys, you can do this quiz to check your understanding. All right, just pause the video for a minute, and check your understanding. Yeah, also it's a quiz. Check your understanding in 1 minute. I'm waiting. Okay guys, let's answer the quiz. All right, you try to find some soda. You try to find some soda. This one here has a subject, you. So this one is wrong. It's not imperative. You try to find some soda. So this one is wrong. It's not imperative. All right, let's go to the second sentence here. Try to found in some soda. Found in present progressive. You cannot use present progressive in imperative. So this one is wrong, guys. This one is wrong. Okay. So let's go to the third sentence. Try to found some soda. So try to found some soda. Yes, this one is imperative because it starts with try. It starts with the verb try. To found infinitive. So try to found some soda. So this one is correct. Try to found some soda is a good suggestion. All right. Okay, this one says, remember to smoke in the office. Remember to smoke in the office. This one, the sentence structure is right, but the sentence here is wrong because you see a symbol here that says no smoking. So remember to smoke in the office. No, it's wrong. It's wrong, man. Okay? All right, let's go to the second sentence here. Remember to not smoke in the office. This one is wrong because the negative not is used after it's used in front of the what? The infinitive to. So it's wrong. So always the negative here supposed to be used after, after to. So the right one here gotta be, remember not to smoke in the office. So this is wrong because of the negative not. It's not used in the right, in the right place, All right, let's go to the third sentence here. So third sentence here is correct. Remember not to smoke in the office. It's correct. Remember not to smoke in the office. So this one is imperative. Suggestion. Yeah, remember it's imperative. To smoke, infinitive. So this is a good suggestion in present simple. So remember not to smoke in the office. It's correct, guys, All right, I love you all. All right, guys, let's talk about frequency, in present simple. So in present simple, when we are talking about frequency, we got to think of first the adverb of frequency. The adverb of frequency. When we say verb, we say add. So like this is the verb, we add something on the verb that we call adverb. I think that's a simple way to understand adverb. Is the addition to verb. What we add to the verb is an adverb. So we are talking about adverb of frequency. So we have a lot of adverb of frequency. So you gotta check this this adverb of frequency. We have always, we use it as 100%, usually 90%, generally 80%, often 75%, sometime 50%, occasionally 25%. We also use this negative form. So negative form like seldom we use 10%. Really 5%. Hardly never 2%. Never is just 0%. So these are the adverb of frequency, guys. In the percentage form, how we use them daily. So adverb of frequency are very important in present simple and in present progressive. All right, guys. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's talk about these are all adverb of frequency. Okay, talking about every morning, afternoon, every day, every week, every month, every year. These are all adverb of frequency expression. We're also talking about on Sundays, on Fridays, on weekends, in spring, in the summer, in winter. These are all adverb of frequency. Okay, once in a day, once in a week, once in a month, once in a year, twice. It is twice. Yeah. All right. So these are all adverb of frequency. All right. So let's do a lot of example in adverb of frequency. Let's make use of the frequencies. All right. Yeah. She always takes the bus. Yeah. She always takes the bus. So the main verb there is takes, and the adverb there is always, adverb of frequency. So she always takes the bus. She always takes the bus. It's frequency. It's happening every day. It's a daily something. or routine. All right, okay. This one A is asking the question: how often do you take the bus to school? So how often do you take the bus to school? How often do you take the bus to school? So you gotta see here the verb. The main verb here is take. Adverb there is the adverb of frequency is often. So we use often in our routine, things we do every day, frequency, So how often do you take the bus? All right. So be gonna say I take the bus once or twice a week. So I take the bus once or twice a week. You know. So you see we are using here the adverb of frequency. So I take the bus once or twice a week. All right. Okay. The next question: how often do you walk to school? How often do you walk to school? I rarely walk to school. I rarely walk to school. Yeah. So these are adverb of frequency. Also, okay. I eat breakfast every morning. I eat breakfast every morning. All right. Another example. Okay. Every morning I eat breakfast. Every morning I eat breakfast. So every morning I eat breakfast. Adverb of frequency. Every morning. Main verb eat breakfast. Okay. All right. She cooks every day. She cooks every day. I can also say every day she cooks. So I can use it. Yes. So the adverb of frequency can take different form. So she cooks every day. So I can also say every day Mary cooks. Every day Mary cooks. I'm saying the same thing. Okay.